Hi explorers, this is GeoBread, and right now we're at Mr. Rimba Bali's farm, and it's a Luwak coffee bean farm. And so what happens is these civet mammals, these Asian civets, they eat the coffee beans, they poop them out, they harvest the poop, and then they make coffee out of it in the normal way from that point forward. Also, if you've never seen a coffee bean plant, coffee beans are actually inside of a berry, and the berries are green on the plant, and when they are ripe, they turn red. The first time I ever saw these, I had to ask, what is this fruit? They were like, it's coffee. And I was like, no way! Coffee's not red, it's black. Of course, they take the bean and they have to roast it, and that whole process makes the coffee bean black. But when it's off the plant, it's a pulpy red berry. And so that's what the civet is actually eating. He's eating that fleshy pulp. And so as he digests the bean stays intact. So what they think is the amino acids and other enzymes that are in the stomach and digestive tract, they kind of infuse into the bean. So when the bean is defecated out, then when they collect it and go through the normal process of sun drying and roasting the beans, it has extra aroma to the coffee bean. This is the Luwak coffee. This is regular Balinese coffee. It's like a full-bodied smell. It's really nice. This is what is believed that makes it the best tasting coffee in the world, and why many pay the most expensive prices for this coffee. Now the coffee in Indonesian money costs about $5 a cup of coffee, which is really expensive here. This coffee is known as the most expensive in the world. And I hear, I've never had it, but I hear it costs around $20 a cup of coffee in places like France or the US. We just finished our tasting of the coffee and some other delicious teas. My first impressions of it is it's a really good, strong coffee. I don't know if I would pay the extra amount of money to drink this often, but it was decent. I don't think it's the best coffee I've ever had, but the surrounding, it's a beautiful farm here and plantation, and we've had a good time learning about the process and trying our delicious teas and coffees. So we just finished our Luwak coffee, and we're walking around, and this place is really cool. And then I almost hit my head on something, and I looked up, and it was this guy, and he's munching down on a banana. It's pretty good. It just comes in a close second. The only coffee I've had better is unicorn poop coffee, which actually looks more like a rainbow color in the cup. But let's be honest, you know, it's hard to beat unicorn coffee. But until then, we have Luwak coffee.
Because, you know, they always say, be yourself, Unless you can be a unicorn and then be a unicorn.
Here's the surveyor markings, so they can check the elevation to see if the temple is sinking or staying in its proper place. And they have the nails here to mark where to put the equipment.